how to network as a law school student when things are online. And I guess we could speak about this even in an admissions context about how can folks connect with you or kind of get those good notes in their file, so to speak.
Well, I guess starting with the latter one, I would encourage people to sign up for tours, just like in some ways, in some ways it's easier to connect, right? I mean, I don't think it's interesting. This may change the way we do admissions forever. I mean, when you think about it, a year ago, if somebody was in New York or Kansas or wherever, we really weren't scheduling meetings like this on Zoom, but nobody was even really asking for it. And now I think, well, why should we not always make this kind of service available? So in the past, I mean, somebody could always email me, but you typically had to come to LA and take a tour and visit and then sit down and meet with me. We never offered these kinds of options, and why not? So in some ways, it's easier to connect. And so we offer virtual tours. You can come, you could take a tour, then you can meet with us. You could ask any questions that are on your mind. I don't want people to have the impression that fact is going to have a significant impact on an ultimate admissions decision, but hopefully it is a service that will enable people to get the questions answered that are on their mind, and find out more about our school and the process and just any questions that they have. So that's how you can do it. And in some ways it's easier. And I think all fall we'll be conducting many virtual events. The Law School Admissions Council has announced, I think at least 3, if not 4 now, big virtual forums, and we'll be at all of those. All law schools will be at those. That's going to be a great way to connect with admissions staff, alumni, faculty, students, all of that. So I think in some ways it might be easier because you don't have to necessarily get on a plane and go out and visit.
Right. So I'm getting the sense there's a few different ways that students can connect with schools. There's these virtual tours. There's maybe setting up one-on-one Zoom video calls with members of the admission office. Yep. And then there's LSAC's virtual forums similar to the previous in-person forums where they would hold them in these big event spaces in major cities like New York, DC, where there would be tons of tables and dozens of law schools. Am I kind of laying out those 3 options correctly?
Correct. And I guess I'd add a 4th. A lot of colleges are, just like they would normally hold an in-person law fair, they're holding them virtually. So depending on where you went to school, it may be worth checking with your pre-law office, your pre-law advisor to see if they're holding anything like that.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.